Hey guys, this is Tom from Numbers Game Lifestyle. Today we're going to be talking about how to handle the end of casual relationships. Okay, so how do you react when a woman in a casual relationship with you ends that relationship? Okay, because this is inevitable. This is absolutely inevitable when you are with a woman in a casual relationship, meaning you haven't committed to her in any way, shape, or form. You're just, she's just a girl that you hang out with and you have good times with in bed. That's essentially it. You don't date her. It's not like you go on these big extravagant dates and, hang out, meet her friends and family or anything like that. It's strictly a casual relationship. And it's not monogamous, meaning you could be seeing other people, she could be seeing other people. It's just a casual thing. Now, what happens, inevitably, this relationship is going to end. These relationships cannot last forever because you are essentially kind of wasting a girl's time when you do this. When you're in a casual relationship with a woman, you are essentially wasting her time. She's just you're putting her on a holding pattern for her life, meaning it's not going to be anything serious between you and her. You're never going to be her boyfriend. You're never going to be her husband. You're never going to be the father of her children. So it's just like she's killing time by being with you. It's a good time. It's a fun time. But at the end of the day, a woman has to think okay, this isn't going to go anywhere. I'm going to need to find commitment. That's in their biological hardwire to find a guy, get pregnant, start a family, right? And if you're just some casual guy that hooks up with her, every week kind of thing as a semi-regular thing, you're not fulfilling that biological need that women have eventually about finding a guy that's committed to them and, eventually getting pregnant. Okay, so when you're in casual relationships with women, it's just a matter of time before. Sometimes it'll be within a couple months. Sometimes it'll be years. I've had casual relationships with women that lasted years until they reached finally a point in time. They're like, yes, I'm getting older. I should find a man to settle down with. And I can't waste any more time. And they have to find a guy that's committed. In which case, how I handle this situation is I'm very happy for the women in my life that I'm in casual relationships with, for them to find a guy that's committed to them. That is them fulfilling their biological needs. Finding a guy that's going to commit before they get too old and, hopefully starting a family and something really serious. So I am happy for women when they decide to leave me in casual relationships. Yes, it kind of sucks. I really like seeing her. But at the end of the day, I had no goals of ever making this girl my girl or doing anything really serious with her. So what right do I have being upset about her leaving? Because already you're just putting her life in a holding pattern, and women do not have much time in terms of finding a man, making sure he's committed, starting a family before it's too late. Men, we really don't think about that. But women, it's always in the back of their mind. Even when they're really young, if they sense that this relationship isn't going to go anywhere, it's strictly a casual thing, it's only going to last for so long. And I know this is a response to a YouTube comment that I got from a subscriber who felt pretty down about, a woman finally ending things, meeting another guy and starting something with him. And that's to be expected. And you should be, I know it's tough, but you should be very happy for her that she's finding what she needs, right? If you were actually serious about this girl, then yeah, you can be a little bit upset, but you never promised her commitment. You never were in a serious committed relationship. So there's really no need for you to be bent out of shape about a woman, finally moving on. Okay, that's to be expected. If this is a woman that you really thought oh man, I really like this girl, she's a really good fit, then you would have made her your girlfriend. You would have hung out with her. You would have, made it some sort of commitment. She's my girlfriend. And yes, then you're committed. Then you have a very high likelihood that a woman will actually never leave you, provided that you don't chase her. Okay? Then you can be upset about a woman leaving you or cheating on you. But in a casual relationship, it's to be expected. You can't expect to hold on to these women forever. And what gets you over that? What makes you maintain that coolness, not being bent out of shape about a woman finally leaving you and finally moving on with her life, is the note that, like, yes, I can find plenty more women. If she was really the woman of my dreams, I would have made her my girlfriend. There's really no loss here. You just, okay, it's finding more women. I'm going to be meeting plenty more women, getting in tons more relationships with them, and starting something new with them. So it's an opportunity to meet more women. You have more time now. This is your opportunity to, okay, that's one woman that's left me out of my life. That's okay, because now I'm going to have more opportunities, more time, more energy to meet new women. And as soon as you have that kind of level of abundance, you'll never feel bad about casual relationships ending. You and her should be in a great relationship. And so you should be happy when she leaves, because that's really the best for her. You're just, I hate to say it, kind of wasting her time. Like any kind of woman that I'm in a casual relationship, yes, I'm kind of wasting her time if she hasn't already fulfilled her biological need to reproduce. Right? I'm keeping her from that. By her spending all this time and getting attached to me, it keeps her from pursuing the man that is willing to commit to her and possibly marry her and start a family. So it's a good thing. Now, how you go about, maintaining this kind of detachment, whenever you start a casual relationship with a woman, you should understand that, yes, this girl is just a casual thing. It's not anything serious. I don't expect her to be monogamous. She doesn't expect me to be monogamous. So, there's really no hang-ups. What guys kind of run into problems with is when they start treating casual relationships like serious relationships, in which they date them, they go on like big trips together, they go on like big adventures together. And yes, that kind of creates a bond and like a serious relationship vibe that can create mixed signals with you and mixed signals with the woman that you're with. So this is why I advise guys in, casual relationships where you don't see this girl ever becoming your girlfriend or anything serious, to just stick strictly to have the girl coming over to your house, hooking up, maybe grabbing a bite to eat, and then coming back to your place and hooking up. That's about it. No like actual dating or, things outside of that. This way it doesn't mix the signals between, is this a serious relationship or is it not? And it prevents you from ever getting super attached to them as well, because it's just a casual thing. Like, you're not doing anything, coupley, essentially. And yes, getting over this, remaining detached, is all about abundance. The more abundance that you have, the easier it is for you to find dates, hook up, get laid, the less attachment you will feel towards any kind of casual relationship. It won't be like, oh man, like now I got to go out there and back into the dating field and find another replacement. It shouldn't take you that much time or effort to find another replacement. Because as soon as you do that, as soon as you have more replacements lined up, you're going to be back to your normal, cool self, not pining over the girl that you lost. I can't even say that you lost the girl. You didn't even lose the girl because you never committed to her. So you can't really expect to not lose women in that situation. So my advice, get more abundance. You will stop caring about losing casual relationships or casual relationships ending, because that's just the natural way of going things. And you have to expect that in these relationships where you haven't committed anything. Women aren't going to stick around forever without you committing somewhat. Being like, whether it's your boyfriend, marriage, kids, whatever, if it's not leading in that direction, you're just wasting your time. So you have to be very supportive when they decide to leave. They are basically graduating, moving on with their life. You know, time is tight for women. They can't spend years upon years upon years in casual relationships. And then they turn like 30 plus. They have no man that's committed to them, no like prospects in sight, and the biological clock is ticking and they can't get pregnant. It's just a total nightmare. So it's best that they take care of this, find this committed guy as quickly as possible. Anyways, guys, that's the video. If you need help upgrading your dating life, getting to abundance so you don't care when casual relationships end. In fact, you're very supportive, very happy for the girls when they finally move on from you. I help guys do that. There's coaching links down below. Of course, we do cold approach, online dating, I revamp, all of that. So abundance is guaranteed eventually. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching.